I miss her every single day. Every time I turn on my phone, I just think I cannot call her anymore. We talk every single day since the time she was on chemo. She keep updating me her condition, if she feels bad, if she feels better. I feel better today, and I ate like 4 times last night. I woke up about this time and I have to eat baby cereal. I said, oh, you are a baby now. She said, whatever works, as long as I get some food in my stomach. I said, well, that's good. So it's really, I'm gonna miss her. Oh.
As we all know. Stood on the passage, all things are possible with Jesus Christ is present. Great passage. Anybody else want to say anything? Yes, ma'am.
I'm Leni. First time she came to our house. This is before the kids were born. And I didn't know what to say. And all of a sudden I got the news that she's gone. I just couldn't believe it because he was just in my house. You know, she hung around before she picked up the kids. I was just devastated to find out. And she's my best buddy. We talk the same dialect and all that stuff. I really do miss her, but she's gone. And I hope she's with God now.
Thank you for saying something in honor of her. Anybody else like to say anything? Yes, ma'am.
What do we have in common? Because some of us are all Filipinos. And one thing I can remember about her, she's a karaoke singer. She has a good voice. So basically, I only met her 3 times. The first one was when we had that summer fun. And when I first met her, she's very friendly and nice lady. And then the second time I saw her again, it was just last January when we had our Christmas party, like all Filipino American Christmas party. I'm so glad that we were able to celebrate a special occasion with her, because after a couple of months we found out that she's already sick and suffering from cancer. And it was really, like surprising, because we even have some pictures and she was dancing there with us. And it was like a great time with her, and then out of the blue, boom. And then the third time I saw her again was at Walmart. She was in a wheelchair, and she asked me, do you know about me? I said, yeah. And I said, we've been praying for you. And she said, keep on praying, because prayer works. I'm doing better now. And then next thing I know, she's basically, like in coma, and then she's gone. How I wish I knew her more, how I wish I knew to spend more time with her, because it seems like she's a wonderful lady. And one thing now, I heard a lot that she has a good relationship with God. And it's amazing, like her faith, in spite of that, she still is positive as far as like, there's power in prayers. So now, even though she's gone, one thing I will always remember about Leni is she's a good karaoke singer, she's a happy person, and the third one is she's a woman of God and a woman who believes in prayers. So, just hearing some other stuff about her, one thing I believe that, God is good. And just like what I always say, those people who are good, sometimes God take them first. And probably in Leni's case, her mission in this world is over. She did what she has to do. That's the reason why the good Lord took her now. But one thing I believe also, just like what somebody said about her loved ones, Bob and the kids, God will take care of them. Because God is a faithful God who loves her and who loves them and who loves all of us. So thank you for this opportunity. Even though I don't know her much, but her faith in God inspires me a lot and make me really be more closer to God. So thanks to Leni's life, it's not a loss, it's actually a hope and an inspiration to all of us.
Witnessing never ends. And who else would like to say something this afternoon? Yes.
Along with what the young lady says, it says we're surrounded by a great cloud of witnesses. And Leni's up there watching over her children and Bob and interceding for them that they would keep their faith in God. And God says in his word he takes no pleasure in the death of the wicked, yet he says in Psalms that it is a joy to him when the believer passes away. And that's because they're with him.
Who else would like to say something this afternoon? Steve.
I had a lot of things to say. I can't say today. But I had a chance to share with her. And the first thing she asked when I walked up was how are you doing? Anyway, I can't say it today.
And again, another great witnessing to her faith about always thinking about others. Above what was going on with her, regardless. How are you doing? That's Christ's love. And let's not forget that on the cross, he was forgiven. He was witnessing. And that's what we did. To the end. To the end. Does anybody else want to say anything? Did you say anything? Yeah. Now's the time. Don't be shy.
I knew Faith and Seth. Me and Faith have been best friends since we were little. Therefore, I knew Leni for a very long time. My best memory with Leni is when me and Faith went to camp. Her mom would always come check on her, seeing she was doing okay, if she needed anything, and she also cared for me then too. She would bring extra stuff for us, drown us in some motion, and she always brought us food and just helped us out. I was always there for Faith and Seth when they needed me, and being here for her now is very special for me too. And everybody has really good stories. She's gone, but she'll never be gone.
Thank you. Would anybody else like to say? You know, the Bible tells us in Revelation that in heaven there is no more pain, there is no more suffering, there is no more crying. Her pain is gone. She's upright. She's Leni.
And walking on the golden street.
There you go. Well, let's not forget that. I want to end with this, and then we'll do one more song. And then we'll end in prayer. And just to let everybody know there's food out there. Please join us so we can break bread together after this. These times are a great time of reflection for all of us to realize, as the Bible tells us, that we are not guaranteed tomorrow. Now is a great time to mend relationships, to make that phone call that you've been putting off, because none of us knows when we're going to be called home. Now is the time to rectify anything that's been going on in your life. I'll tell you a quick story. My father and I did not have a very good relationship, but I forgave him in the last 2 years of his life. We had a great relationship. My brother never forgave him. And when he walked in that funeral home in Pennsylvania and saw my father in that casket, he broke down and wept like I've never seen before. And he knew that there was no more time. So please understand that when we gather together to celebrate a life, that we should be celebrating our life and other lives each and every day, and living for Christ as Leni did. Amen. If you open your hymnals to page 33. And please rise and we'll sing together How Great Thou Art.